microphone. There we go. All right. Okay, let's see if I can hear me. There it goes. Sweet. All right. What's good? Once again, my name's Brett. I'm here at Dub Academy. I teach Ableton, electronic music production in Ableton, DJing, CDJs, Tractor, music theory here at Dub Academy. So we're actually, let's see, we're gonna be making some house music from scratch today. So, okay, I can't tell if anyone's on here or not. Who cares? So yeah, we're just gonna start from scratch here. I wrote these chords here before we got on, or before I got on. So here's the tempo. So you kind of want to imagine the house beat under it. So this is kind of my blank project. I started using this, but we'll just go in here at the first phrase and we'll make a MIDI clip here, and we'll just start with upbeats. Oops. All right. Cool. So let's see how this sounds. So I think I'm actually going to add another hi-hat to that. Shout out Ave, who gave me these tuned drum samples. They're actually pretty good, but if you take some of the hi-hats, let's see the close. You know what? Actually, I think I actually have another. I know it. Screw it. We'll just do it this way. There. We'll do that one. And then. Cool. And then we'll put this on gate. That way it's. When the MIDI note picks up, it'll completely stop. Just go ahead and do some pre-mixing, I guess. I mean, you pretty much know your cymbals are gonna have no low end. You don't really want to focus on any low end with your cymbals. Think, you know, high end. And this is kind of like a signature house thing. It's called swing. Basically, instead of feeling like duple, you're kind of mixing triple and duple at the same time. So instead of okay, so for example, this would be an example of duple. Oops. All right, we'll copy that, put it here. Oops. You know, and I'll put a clap and whatnot, so we can make it easy on ourselves. Right there. All right, same thing here. Let's just save ourselves the trouble. So you can kind of see right here where it's peaking right at 250. So I call it hugging. I like to just hug right where it's peaking, and maybe just boost the Q just a hair. right? Okay, so going back to the triple duple thing. So this would be an example of duple right here. It's basically just real square, you know, dividing the beat up evenly, in half and half and half and half, right? Just halves every time. Whereas duple, you'd be, thinking of the beat in 3 sections, whether it's a quarter note, half note, whole note, whatever, right? So here's the duple. Right, so that's cool, but with the triplet swing, it really gives it a lot more. Right, and that's just, like I said, this is kind of like a signature house thing. And mind you guys, I'm starting from scratch here, so by no means think, this is how I'm getting, the final product. This is literally just how I started. And I'm actually going to add another symbol in there. Let's see. Let's see. Find some house. Here we go. Minimal percussion. Oh wait, cymbals. There we go. All right, closed hats. Can't really. That's kind of a good one. So same thing. I like to just keep everything in a drum rack. Makes it really easy to switch out sounds and samples. Right, so we can just. Oops. Right here. Right there. We'll just copy that whole thing over for now. So this is kind of our house beat right now here. Yeah, and you could just, everybody knows how house music is. It's fairly simple, 4 on the floor. Let's solo this. So I'm gonna layer these bottom 2, but I'm gonna keep this dubstep one a little bit hidden. Yeah, let's see. Cool. Pretty self-explanatory. This is, like I said, just making shapes right now. Not really too focused on the idea. I'm just trying to get something to where I can work. So let's actually select all of this and loop it. So a good way that you can get some pretty neat effects, I guess on your excuse me, on your hat track, obviously adding distortion, any kind of filters, kind of masks that you can put on the hats to make them sound more used. Rona. Okay, let's try this again. So we can actually start, let's see. Right, so you hear that kind of has the high end. You can see it really resonating here on the high end. So if you transpose it down, you can actually kind of sound, it kind of has that lo-fi effect. You can see right here where it's cutting off. So I don't want it to cut off that much. I'm going to meet it in the middle at 3. Cool. I could probably turn this one. All right. Cool. All right. We'll close that. Let's find some shakers. Let's see. Let's just find some really tight. Oops. Where did that metal tube one go? Damn it. Messed up. Well, let's just use that one. Here. Put that in here, and we'll actually just drag it in. Oh, oops. Drag it down here so we don't lose it. Make another drum rack. Doop. And we'll call this like miscellaneous auxiliary. Whatever. So let's see. I can't really tell how many people are watching right now. I'm not trying to bounce back and forth. I just want to vibe out on this. So make a MIDI clip. Let's bring this down a little bit. Oh, hello. This way. There we go. All right. And bring this guy over back. Hello. No. There we go. Bam. Cool. So now, oops. 2 octaves. Let's pitch that up. So we're gonna leave it unwarped and pitch it up so it'll go from this to something real tight. And same thing, you can kind of hear. Let's see, bring up this EQ, and you can see. I can hear it. I don't know if you're able to hear it on your, if you're listening, but right, you see all this down here. We don't want any of that. We really just want right here. Let's go ahead and just do a fade out, cut some of that reverb out. Bam. Okay, so now, like I said, just think shakers. It's on the 16th notes. Right, so it sounds really choppy like this. So what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna kind of want to accent. Like a lot of times, like what I like to do is literally play out the drums, or you know, I was in band and stuff growing up, so my reference is playing the instrument, whatever that instrument is. So like in this case, it's a shaker. So like when you see someone rocking the shakers, they're like, you know, they're getting it, they're rocking it. So I mean, you want to accent where you hear it in your head. Think about the velocity. You know, on default is just a volume automation. Probably leave it like. See what that sounds like. Yeah, a little much. So kind of a big jump here. Right, so it's, oops, 16th notes all the way across. Let's do it. Cool. So that's pretty much the gist of it. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to swing these. So, boop. Brain fart. Forgot how to do something. Okay, yeah. Oop. Ah! Let's see. You know what, I'll actually do this. Right here, and then we'll Command A and then Command U, and that's basically your quantize button, but we're gonna do it to the triplet 16th grid here, right? So I hit that. So it's a little heavy, so I'm gonna undo that, and let's come up here to the quantize settings. Quantize to current grid. So what we're gonna do is actually we're gonna do 16th and 16th note triplets. And that didn't do it like I wanted it to. Let's see what that does. Nope. And it's all about just kind of playing around with the different settings. That's cool. And let's just do this. Command A, duplicate. Now we've got a whole clip ready to go. Turn that triplet grid off. bop, right? And we can actually make this a little shorter. Cool. And I like to loop, throw loops on top of this, but we'll save that for a little bit later. So this is still swung pretty hard. Let's see. Quantize settings. Let's pull it back to like 50 or a little under 50%. See what happens. And let's just put a crash symbol here for wows. Bam. All right, cool. Next thing we can worry about, I mean, this is just, again, like how I like to do it. Everyone's different. It's just literally when I'm sitting in front of the the project, not knowing what to do. So I'm just gonna use the regular sidechain compressor. And if you come down to this little menu right here, there's a, whatchamacallit, wow, sorry, I can't think. Different menu. There's 3 little different menus right here. And come over to this little graph. It'll start moving over to the left. Right, you can kind of see. I did a short little tutorial on this. So this is generally the kind of shape I'm going for right here. You can hear it ducking down, but at this point is when I want to pull the threshold down. Cool. Let's turn this trap snare down. Yeah, that's super loud. Cool. Cool. All right, sounds cool. I still don't like that. I'm just gonna put that with another hi-hat and maybe like make it sound weird or something. That's just not sitting with me right now. There we go. That's a good one. Let's just put it in a different one and move it up. You can just hit Command A and arrow it. Okay, that's much more clean. Cool. Cool. Actually, I'm actually going to duplicate this and we'll make this the crash one. And then we'll delete the crash from here because I'm going to do a different kind of processing on on just the hi-hats. So I don't know if anybody has Isotope Trash. If you don't, highly recommend it. Amazing plugin. Whether you're just decorating basses, whatever. I mean, this is like super powerful. It came out a good while ago, but what I like to do is just take these hi-hats right here and you can run them through basically different guitar amps. Turn them on, and it has all these different settings in here. That's cool. Like that one, we'll separate them a little bit. Here, the width, and then I'm gonna mix, and this is basically a dry wet right here, so I'm gonna mix in that dry. Cool. Oh, let's delete all this email. I said email. Wow, it's been a long day. I apologize about my mumbling. Cool. I still am not feeling this. Let's go even less. Actually, no, let's just do it straight up on the... Doesn't really make a huge difference. That's alright. Let's bring this guy back in. So that's super hot. We're going to turn that down a little bit. So yeah, I think this is still not really fitting for me, but we're just going to leave it there. Okay, I know I keep coming back to it, but I'm going to redo this. I don't know why it didn't. Doop. So 16th notes. Actually, we'll just go all the way across. Oop. Bam. Cool. All right. Right, so you hear how it's very duple, square. So the swing is, it gives it swing. I mean, I don't really know how else to say that. So quantized settings, we'll do 100% to the 16th note triplet. Much better. And then we'll add this guy. Oops. And let's go ahead and pull this mix back a little bit. Let's just put it at parallel. Alright, so, oops. Select all these, Command J. Uh-oh. Something quite unexpectedly, I don't know what it was. Alright. I'm going to copy this. We're going to double side chain this guy so he gets all the way out of the way. There we go. Cool. All right, so let's make a little bass line for this. So this obviously requires, I mean, it doesn't necessarily require a little previous knowledge of theory. Okay, let's check on this tree and make sure everyone's, okay. Okay. Did it? Okay, there we go. Is it working on Facebook? Learning as I go, guys. I apologize. Madhatter, where are you at? Where are you at, bro? There we go. Is it working? See if it's working. It really won't. There it goes. This knowledge of theory. All right. Well, I can't tell if it's sending to the chat room or not, but I will come back and answer questions and whatnot. You know what? Let me just pull up Facebook really quick. And we'll just go ahead and Mute this. Pages. Sorry. I promise we're getting back. I promise. If Facebook lets us. Isn't it? Okay, let's try this again. Where you at? Where you at? There we go. All right. Let's see. Miss you too, Nate. What's good, Brandon? All right. Not too many. All right. Let's keep going. So let's look at what key we're in. I started on the tonic note just to keep it easy. Okay, so let's go and actually retune that. Unfreeze. Let's take all this. If you want to change the key of something really quick, especially if you're this early into the project. So we're in C sharp, so go up by steps. So C sharp, D, D sharp. Whoa, weird. So we're starting in D sharp minor, right? So we're gonna come here and just keep it easy. For your subs, I recommend just really minimal. Try to keep as close to a sine wave as you possibly can. Turn this off. All right, mono legato. And we'll turn this a little bit. Cool, a little bit less. Cool. And there's like an easy way you can, right, beef it up like that. I like to just kind of mix it in just a little bit. And we can go over some other different ways to process a sub, but just to keep it easy. So what I like to do, especially with like tech house, you know, moving bass lines, I'll start off with just following the chords. Ooh, what's that? Mm-hmm. And 4. Cool. So this is subs and chords. Right, and so now let's actually just put the side chain from this guy here. Let's see what that sounds like. Right, so you hear this little popping, that comes from the attack time. Right, so quick attack time, that's what that pop is you're hearing, so try to get as little of as possible. Cool, that's not bad. Not bad. Okay, it could be better, but just for time's sake. You know what? And let's just copy this over to the melodic stuff. Put some motion on it. So, all right. So now I basically just like to find a little melody. is that? I hear it kind of bang. Right, so I pretty much just did that so I could hear it really well. There we go. All right, so that's the loop right there. Take that one. Take that one out. There we go. All right, so that's the loop right there. Get out of here. Okay, yeah, I kind of like that little walk down. I'm going to make the slide a little bit quicker. All right, we'll keep that one going. Cool. So there's no phrasing there at all, right? I don't like how much this walks. There we go. I like those two together. All right, I'm officially done with the sub line, even though it'll probably change a million times. So there's no phrasing in this at all. So we'll just start with this here. Ugh, gosh. You know what? I'll just do this. So if you can't hear it, this is the melody now. I guess the melody, this is the bass line, just up a couple octaves. Okay, so it drops back down to the octave there. So if you can't hear it, you know, just imagine that going on. Get out of here. And then we'll delete this also. Cool. There go one more time. Bop, 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 bop. Boop, bop, bop, bop. See, now I don't even know if I like these chords anymore. I'm gonna save this. Wow, I haven't even saved it yet. We'll put it in the whips. Put it in the whips tab. Okay.
Theory.
Wow. Okay. Save it in here. House site idea v1. Save that. We're gonna leave it because we made a bunch of them. But let's go over to Splice. Actually, no. I wonder if I have any. Go away. In here that we can use. Let me see. I'm pretty sure I have this. Rhythm Lab is a super good source for samples, especially like really authentic samples. Funk chords. Let's see where I had a bunch of jazz piano. Did I miss it? No? Okay, maybe I'm blind. Hold on. Again, learning as I go, folks. Learning as I go. Music and I feel like I just missed it. Nope. Jeez. Okay. Well, screw that then. Let's just go over to Splice. See what we got. I know I downloaded a bunch of stuff. We'll just type in keys. See what we got. All right, that's cool. I like those. So come over here to the melodic, the audio section. Let's just turn this off for now. And we're in D with this sample, so we need to go up a half step to get in D sharp. cool. So what we're going to do is I'm going to right click this and I'm going to click convert harmony to new MIDI track. What that does is basically it listens to the chords. If you click on harmony, it's listening for chords, right? And it will basically do its best to get you those chords and get you those notes. If you're having trouble figuring out the texture of the chord, you know, whatever. So let's see what it came out to. Okay, so it registered that high part in there. I'm not looking for that. Probably let these extend out all the way. Oh, ugh, so annoying. Jeez. There we go. So pretty much right here. So let's keep that going. Let's just delete these actually. So let's keep that going. These new chords. Oop. What note is this? So let's delete that. We didn't really hear that in there. But you know, actually I'm going to leave it in there. Because what I'm going to do with this is I'm actually going to arpeggiate it. Let's just throw like a blank serum patch in there. And on your MIDI effects, we're going to put an arpeggiator, right? Oops. Cool. So let's start. Let's just make this really easy. You know what, we'll just do it with an envelope. And then you can actually hit, I believe it's Shift Option to switch from bidirectional to unidirectional, which basically just means this is unidirectional, one direction, bidirection, oops, wrong one. Bidirectional, two directions. All right. Oh, gotta edit these, I guess. Might help. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have this stretch one octave. So here's the whole. So I'm gonna just delete the chords we had earlier. It was terrible. Let's see, what does this sound like? And I'm actually going to compress the shit out of this. That way we can get these quiet parts that kind of taper off, get those to kind of be the... Whoa, what the heck happened? Oh, yeah. So we changed the chord progression, so we got to go and change this guy now. So same thing. I'll just delete this, start off with quarter notes, and I'll take it up an octave so we can hear. So we have that passing note right here. Right here, here, and here. So let's take this one octave down. Right there. So we'll take this middle one out, add some dynamic in this phrase, actually, and then kind of want to take it up another half step just so we have some room melodically to go down. That's cool, right there. Finally, jeez. Whoa. So we're in E. We're in E. And, oh. Ah, where's my mouse? There it is. Yeah. Keep losing my mouse. Okay. So I mean, now the next thing that we're looking at. Sorry, it's kind of like long section there without any talking, but generally, this is kind of like the first hour of producing. Like, it's not good, it's not fun by any means, but it's necessary. This is stuff that you need to be doing, knowing, what your good samples are, what your bad samples are, what chord progressions work, what chord progressions don't work. I mean, we went through pretty much like all of that at some point. Okay, I'm actually gonna do this. That's cool. So yeah, I mean, at this point, you're just kind of looking at phrasing, um, different types of just ways to introduce a song. I mean, look, we don't even have any. We don't have a box. We don't have fills. We don't have effects. This is literally bare bones. This is, I mean, below meat and bones, whatever that is. But like I said, this is the kind of the point, or a point in the song where you kind of decide where you're going with it. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do this project kind of just in these studio times over the next couple months, and just be, pushing back or pulling back this project, referencing things that were, there's different techniques and whatnot. But I think what this is going to be is this just going to be like a long, just kind of like project that we do on the internet, that I'm going to just do online for this little tutorial series. Let me see. Do I have any other house music? I don't think I do at the moment. But I do have... Oh, yeah. Okay. So I used those chords earlier for another beat before. Yeah, and this is literally just samples, nothing. There's, I was picking at this, I think, just during work today here at Dub. So let's see what this sounds like. Yeah, so these are the chords from earlier, right? What they originally intended for. So yeah, that is in the wrong note. It should be hitting the ba-na-na-na-na. So yeah, those together. All right, so I'm gonna go through this really quick. So, like I said, bare bones, no drums or anything yet. So we got the chords from earlier, right? And then I found this one on Splice, right? And so I think the original sounded like this, or I guess it would be like this, right? So, got it in key, got it in time, and all that. And then Yeah, I think I was just putting sounds together at this. I wasn't even really writing. And then also, this is kind of like a atmospheric Vox thing. Right, so like from here, this is kind of like where I start a lot of my projects. It's just notes and samples and all that. And then from there, I start dragging in drums, putting in the rhythm and, the shit people dance to. Um, so just remember, like, this was more of just like starting a project type video today, where I'm not really focused. It wasn't a super heavy, I guess, or content driven video today, but this is all really important stuff that I feel like nobody really shows you. And it's, the part they don't show in the movies is the part they don't tell you about when you're, at a show thinking you can start DJing and producing and stuff. Like, majority of producers' creative processes, and this right here, it just sounds like nothing. And like, I don't even like these chords anymore either, but this is kind of a groove. Oop, wrong ones. Right. So I think I'm going to go ahead and just call it here. My computer was being weird today, so I'm sorry I didn't have it all set up right. But still, I'm going to be posting these on my Facebook, on my YouTube, everything. Be sure to give Deb Academy and obviously Madhatter a follow. Spotify, SoundCloud, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, you name it, we got it. I don't know if I said YouTube twice, but, and next week I think either we'll pick up on this one or I'll open up a different project next week. I don't know. Either way, once or twice a month, we'll be picking at this house project, moving forward over the next, 2 or 3 months. And the next one will be a little bit heavier. I'll probably get a better idea of what I want here, but I'm going to do my best to record everything that I do on this project. And I'll probably put this out. I do a house side project. I go by Opt Out. I don't really make any pages for it. I just release the music under Soci. And then whatchamacallit? Yeah, I mean, it's not something I'm really pushing, but I really enjoy making house music. I really, who doesn't like making house music, really? It's very easy to make, easy to DJ, easy to vibe to. So, yeah, man, just keep, oh, geez, I'm sorry, guys. I cannot think. It's been a long day. If y'all have any questions, feel free to DM me on SoundCloud, whatever platforms. If y'all have any questions, write them down and save them for next week. Like I said, we're going to be doing this every Monday. So this is just volume 1 of where this project's going to go. So, like I said, this is a quick way to get an idea out, but by no means is this what it's going to sound like. This is just, starting the creative process. So, all right, guys. Well, I will see y'all next time. And yeah, take care, and we'll see y'all next week. And the stream.